What was the background leading up to the Maastricht Treaty? Have you ever wondered how the European Union came to be? The story begins long before the Maastricht Treaty. To grasp its background, we must look at the events that shaped European integration. After World War II, European nations sought to prevent future conflicts. They believed that economic cooperation could help achieve lasting peace. In 1951, the European Coal and Steel Community was established. This organization included Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. The goal was to manage coal and steel resources together. This marked the first step toward greater unity among European countries. By 1957, the European Economic Community was formed. This aimed to create a common market. The focus was on allowing free movement of goods, services, and people across member states. Over the years, more countries joined this community, expanding its reach and influence. As the 1980s approached, discussions about deeper integration began. The Single European Act of 1986 was a major milestone. It set a deadline for completing the internal market by 1992. However, the political landscape was changing rapidly. The fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 signaled the end of the Cold War. This event raised new questions about Europe's future and unity. In response to these changes, European leaders held intergovernmental conferences in 1991. These conferences focused on two key areas: economic and monetary union and political union. The Economic and Monetary Union aimed to establish a single currency and a central banking system. Meanwhile, the political union sought to enhance cooperation on foreign policy and security matters. The negotiations for the Maastricht Treaty took place against this backdrop. Leaders gathered in Maastricht, Netherlands, to finalize a new treaty. This treaty would transform the European communities into the European Union. On February 7, 1992, the Maastricht Treaty was signed. It officially came into force on November 1, 1993, after being ratified by 12 member states. The Maastricht Treaty introduced several important provisions. One of the most notable was the creation of European citizenship. This granted citizens the right to live and work in any EU country. The treaty also laid the foundation for a single currency, the euro. Additionally, it established new areas of cooperation, including the common foreign and security policy and justice and home affairs. This treaty marked a significant step in European integration. It helped create a more cohesive political and economic union. The Maastricht Treaty set the stage for the European Union to become a major global player. Today, the EU stands as a powerful economic and political entity, shaped by the events leading up to the Maastricht Treaty.